Yo, boys, we're back into the draft league, right? We're back in it. You already know how it is. PITCHUS joining another draft league, the PPL, the Pokemon Premier League. I'm really excited by it. It's run by Jack, who's a really awesome guy. He reached out to me. I know Joey and Envy definitely helped me get into this as well too. So always big shout outs to them, right? And of course Jack for running it because he definitely runs it. Big shout outs, man. Big shout outs to everyone in the draft league. You know, a lot of cool people in there, a lot of down to earth people in there. Love everybody there. You know what I mean? Really excited about it though, because your boy is back into the draft league and I feel a lot more confident in my team here. And I'm really excited about this, guys. So guys, leave a like down below, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the team. Let me know if you're excited for draft league again. Quick notice though, before we get deep into this, there are point systems when it comes to drafting Terra captains in this league, a little different than BBR, where you could just draft a Pokemon and pick any Terra for it, whatever, you know what I mean? It's just one mon. So with this, it's a 15-point cap. Right? I'm gonna explain it as best as possible. It's a 15-point cap. So let's say, for example, Pokemon like Rotom Wash, who's worth 14 points. You need to have total 15 points in order to terrestrialize with more than one mon, or you could just choose one mon to Terra that's like not 15 points, right? So, for example, Rotom Wash, he's 14 points. If you choose to pick Rotom Wash to terrestrialize with, right, then you can only get one of them on that you can choose to Terra because you need 15 points max, right? So, I'll kind of go over it later and hopefully it makes more sense. If that was butchered, yes, it's butchered, but at the end of the day, I understand it, so maybe that's all that matters. I don't know, but like, I want to explain it to you guys and I kind of did that butchered and I don't know, I just kind of want to talk, so we're gonna talk. My first pick, I'm really excited to show you guys this. My first pick, Iron Valiant. Yep, your boy had to scoop up Iron Valiant. I'm really excited about Iron Valiant, man. I've been loved this mon, dude. You know what I mean? I'm really excited to get it again because it's a very powerful mon. It's very fast, very fighting, one of the best mons in draft IMO. Some think it fell off because Home came out and there's like all these like new mons and all these new counters and these new threats. Or like I think a big mon that people are sleeping on right now, just in general, even at Smogon OU, is Hoopa Unbound. I think Hoopa Unbound has always been a demon. We haven't seen this mon in real hard play since like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which if you feel old yet, it's been a long time. 2017 is the last time we saw Hoopa and Hoopa Unbound. 2017, dude. Which means Hoopa was not here for Dynamax. It would have been busted in Dynamax, right? So the last time we saw this mon, it was busted in Z moves, and now it's back. I think it's an insane mon. Insane mon. So I think while there are some new mons that have come out that are really insane, I still think Iron Valiant is very strong against these mons. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm really excited again. Really excited for Iron Valiant. I had to run it back. Bro, there was a Lechonk in the BBR that had more kills than my Iron Valiant. Embarrassing. Like, what are we doing, man? So I needed to get Iron Valiant back. I had to run it back. I think at the end of BBR, I definitely had more kills than Lechonk. But bro, there's at least like 2 weeks where it had more kills than me, bro. Like, come on. I gotta run it back. That's my boy. That's my boy. Also, it's literally my all-time favorite Paradox mon. Like, it's way too cool. So I have to, you know, which it's embarrassing because it's also tied with Iron Thorns. Yes, and I also had Iron Thorns last draft, and I'm here to tell you right now, that mon sucks. That mon sucks. Spoilers, nobody in the entire draft of PPL chose Iron Thorns. Nobody. It's not good. It's not a good mon. It's not a good mon. But yeah, I'm excited. I got Iron Valiant again. Really happy about that. My next pick, Slowking. Dude, I was really happy that I got Slowking. I was surprised it stayed around this long. I was in the second seed. So for those of you that don't understand how draft works, you know, I've been doing draft for many years. I was my 10th year doing draft. Sorry, not my 10th year. My 10th year is next year doing draft. But yeah, man, basically when I was in the second seed, we randomized the slots. I'm in slot number 2. The only benefit of slot number 2 is I can get something really good right away. And then also on the snake path. So slot 1, and there's 12 slots total, right? Let's say you go 1 to 12, then you come back around from 12 to 1. So slots 1 and slots 12 draft twice. It's huge, actually. That's why I would argue that those are the best slots you can get in the entire draft period. The worst slots, always in the mid, because you kind of watch everybody take everything that you want. Mid always gets sniped. Always get sniped. So yeah, I was very lucky and I got the second slot this time, which is massive. I think in the BBR I was in the middle. I don't remember. Something like that. I don't know. Anyways, Slowking is very good. Regenerator, shield reception, right? Good support mon, future sight, good damage as well too. Very bulky offense. Still gets really cool moves. I cannot terrestrialize with him, unfortunately. He's locked on a 15-point cap. Can't tear with those mons, but hey, man, he's chilling, bro. You know what it is, bro. You know what it is, baby. But yeah, I don't even really care about terrestrializing with this mon anyways, but he's golden. He's solid. But yeah, he's chilling. So I'm excited about that. Also, it actually does show my position here as well too. So that's cool. But yeah, we were able to scoop up Slowking again. Very solid, bulky, supportive mon, bulky offensive mon, and I'm excited about that. My next pick, Thundy I, bro. I was very close to getting Thundy T. I'm really happy that I got a new Mon this time around because I kind of wanted to get new Mons as well too, right? I think at this point, MV chose Ursaluna round 1. I think even Joey chose Samurai Hisui in round 1. And man, dude, Joey's drafting is always like so weird, dude. Cause something's like round 1, Hisui and Samurai. It's a really good Mon. I'm not knocking it. I just kind of wanted it. That's kind of why I'm making a comment about it, you know? But I mess with it, you know? Like, there was a bunch of people that got some new Mons. There was a guy, Q the Costa Rican, who got Lilligant Hisui in round 1. So stuff like that is just really cool. Even Gravy as well, too. He got Enamorous round 1. So just getting cool Mons like that round 1 is always really cool, you know what I mean? I felt it was really pretty lame getting Iron Val round 1. Such a tryhard. But, you know, hey, I gotta run it back with my boy. We got Thundy Eye. It's massive because it actually does get Electric Terrain Prankster priority. So there's a lot of times I don't even need to run Booster Energy on my Valiant when I could just run that. I also do get Rain Dance as well too, so my Slowking can get buff like that as well too. It gets Sunny Day, so it matters because my next pick is pretty big. It's a Fire type spoilers, but so it gets Sunny Day as well too. So even it's just mid-season, I want to maybe drop some things and pick up another Paradox Mon, a past one, right? I can go crazy with the Booster Energy stuff and also with the Sunny Day boost, so we can do some cool stuff with that. But yeah, Thundy Eye, phenomenal support Mon, phenomenal offensive Mon. He lost a lot of util, losing like Knockoff, Defog. He also lost Tailwind, but Torn didn't. So Torn still has Tailwind, and it's important because the Incarnate one has Prankster, just like this one. So it Prankster Tailwind. So I think Torn is insane. I know people always kind of knock on Torn Incarnate because it's the weakest out of every single genie ever. It's the weakest genie. But in draft, I actually would argue that it's really good in draft because it is Prankster Tailwind. So that's insane. That is insane. Like, I think Mephisto got Torn Eye with a Hisui and Decidueye. So put that thing with Tailwind and it's gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? So that's absolutely nuts, man. But I'm so happy I got this Mon. Still very strong, a lot of damage. I mean, he still gets Nasty Plot Prankster, you know what I mean? If he got Calm Mind Prankster, that'd be insane. But no, he still gets Nasty Plot Prankster. So we're chilling, we're balling. Happy I got this Mon. Now why it matters, why I can use Sunny Day, is because my next pick, Badoom! I clicked the wrong Mon. We're gonna talk about Overqwil. Okay. I clicked the wrong Mon. I showed you guys the wrong Mon. Overqwil, a phenomenal Mon. He gets Swift Swim, right? A bunch of really cool moves. And my Thundy gets Rain Dance. So that is really, really massive that my Thundy gets Rain Dance and my Overqwil gets Swift Swim. So I can do some really cool stuff with that as well too. Sadly, it does not get Wave Crash. Imagine if it did, but it does get like Waterfall and Liquidation. It retained a lot of moves from its original like Jotonian fucking form, you know what I mean? The regular Qwilfish. It retained a lot of that, so it's awesome. I know it's an evolution of Qwilfish, but it still retained a lot of Qwilfish's moves. Aqua Jet, Aqua Tail, all these really cool water moves that are really good. Its offensive stat is not bad at 115. It's definitely above average. It's not bad. It's got really good bulk of 85 HP, 95 in Fizz Def. Spit Def is a little frail though, so it's gonna be tough. We got AV, we'll ball out with that. And it's surprisingly fast. So its base speed of 85, and why that matters is because being put that in Rain Dance is insane with Swift Swim. 1 and 2, an 85 speed set with a bulky offensive Mon, IMO, is definitely really big because you can outspeed all these like really weird Mons, dude. Like, you outspeed all these really weird Mons. Like, I can outspeed, what's a good example? I outspeed like Cerulege. You know what I mean? I'll speed tie with Cerulege. You know what I mean? It speed ties with like Quackquavel, but that thing gets Aqua Step, so does it really matter? Right? Dude, it outspeeds Goldengo. It outspeeds Goldengo, so, and it gets Crunch, so I can go crazy with that, right? It's so weird. It outspeeds like Dragonite, freaking Hoopa Unbound, right? Gyarados. It outspeeds all these like really like interesting Mons. Hell, it even outspeeds Gardevoir. So it's got a really interesting speed set of 85 because it outspeeds the Mons that are important enough for you to outspeed. Obviously, I don't want the thing to outspeed any base 100 Mon. Right, I got Swift Swim, we're good. But he's also a new move, Barbarage, is interesting. It's 50% chance to poison, and it does 2 times power if the target is poisoned. So it's like Hex, if Hex could also apply a status, you know what I mean? And it also does get Toxic as well too. It's Hazards Control, it's a Grounded Poison type. You get that gist, The next Mon though, Hippowdon. Hippowdon is huge, man. I needed a bulky Fizzmon, and I didn't want to get destroyed by Earthquake because like outside of like my Thundy, my team is not appreciating an Earthquake. Hell, even with Hippo, I'm still not appreciating an Earthquake. People can just kind of Earthquake spam me. And the problem with that laugh draft is I was definitely getting Earthquake spammed, right? I think there was like my week 1 was Owen, and he had a Great Tusk, I had the worst Great Tusk match in all of the BBR. Swear to God. Swear to God, it was my Iron Valiant is the only one that could do anything to it, right? And he built it to where it can live a hit, and he had something for it. I forget what. He had something for my Valiant. I forget what. But yeah, Great Tusk is very scary, and Lando is back. And we all know Lando. People will think he fell off. He ain't fell off. Lando has ground scald. He ain't fall off. He's got ground scald. He did not fall off, all right? Don't stop hating on the GOAT. But yeah, Lando's back. So I definitely need something to kind of not lose to Lando, because the team looked like outside of Slowking, I lose to Lando, right? So yeah, we got a Hippo. I mean, not much to say about it. Pretty simple, right? I get Slack Off, I get Yawn, Whirlwind, Ice Fang, EQ. Mainly the Rocks control is pretty big here, and it's got good tank. So not much to say. Pretty simple about why I chose this mon, right? Next draft! Bisharp. I think Bisharp is nasty, dude. This one was an absolute demon when it came to Generation 5, UU and OU. It was absolutely insane. Even currently right now, it's UU. And a big buff from this mon is everyone losing knockoff. So why that's important is if you remember back in the Generation 5 metagame, when knockoff was a really bad move. Basically to where like it was really low power and barely anyone was using it when X and Y came out, right? So knockoff mons would kind of stay around. It had some usage of people trying to get rid of knockoff on like Gligar and Chansey, but it wasn't like totally like irrelevant, but like it definitely was nowhere near as rampant as it is now. So why that's big is because right now in this generation of Generation 9, a lot of mons lost like Toxic, Defog, and Knockoff. Busted moves, right? Knockoff is a wickedly busted move. While it's a double-edged sword because Bisharp also lost it, a lot of other mons lost it, meaning that I can retain the Violet a lot longer. So a Violet mon's got a big buff this generation. And Bisharp with a Violet is nasty, dude. Base 100 defense pre a Violet is insane. Base 65 HP is a little low, and base 70 speed F is also a little low, man. But with a Violet, I'll be able to take a hit. Basically, on the fifth side, I'm swallowing hits. On the speed F side, I'm at least taking one hit, maybe two. It's like a trash mon or something, right? And it's got base 70 speed, so it's kind of the same argument with Overqwil. It outspeeds the mons that are important, right? Like if I want to kill somebody with an Iron Head, I'll be able to outspeed a mon like that, right? Like walls, it's definitely meant to be kind of like a wall breaker, and I also needed a Steel type, right? So it's there. I also can't get spammed by Psychic, which is awesome. I mean, I already have Overqwil and Slowking. But my Valiant, I gotta take care of my baby, my boo-boo, right? He doesn't like Psychic types. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get 2 Dark types. We ball, right? So that's also really big as well, too. But yeah, no, he's nuts. And the Monzi doesn't outspeed, he can just Sucker Punch. And he gets SD. I think, if I'm tripping, he didn't get Trailblaze. I thought he got Trailblaze generation. Okay, but yeah, he also gets Stealth Rock. Yeah, he gets Stealth Rock. So be on the lookout for my Stealth Rock taunt Bisharp. He gets like really weird moves, dude, but that's my guy. That is my guy for real, you know? So Bisharp, really happy to have him on the team. Next up on the PICHUS, we chose Kryogonal. I actually, if you guys are old enough to remember, I was the #1 ranked RU player from Gen 5 to a little bit of Gen 7. I didn't really religiously play RU after Gen 7, right? So I want to get back into being the RU god himself, but I was ranked 1 RU for a long time of Generation 5, Black and White 2, and RU for almost the entirety of X and Y. Raya was going crazy, and Gen 5, Gen 6 RU was going insane, dude. So one of the few mons that actually hit rank 1 with, especially in Gen 5 with RU, all my videos still up, right? You know it, man, you know it. Was Kryogonal. I think Kryogonal is an insane mon, right? Obviously, it has a absolutely, like, just awful Fizz defense. Its HP is 80 to where it hits that point where it's enough, right? Because if it maxes out, it hits 364. So it hits that point where it's enough to actually be really tanky. And if you don't put any investment at all, it's above 300. It's still 301 with no investment. So I still think it's a really bulky mon on the speed F side, and it's really fast for whatever reason. Why is Snowflake is this fast is beyond me. And it also got a big buff this generation because all ice types get a 50% Fizz defense buff with the snow being up, and you'll never guess who gets Chilly Reception, and you'll never guess who gets Aurora Veil. The Slowking gets Chilly Reception, and this Snowflake gets Aurora Veil. So we could go crazy with the sweeps, right? Maybe my Violet Bisharp will go crazy one week, right? But yeah, the thing is actually a demon. I did want to make it one of my Terra captains, but I chose for other mons that IMO I feel like is a lot better. But yeah, I mean, it's a levitating mon. It gets rapid spin. I needed some sort of hazard control. The only unfortunate part is that it is really frail on the Fizz side. But if you look at my team so far, we are really fast, dude. I mean, Valiant, Thundy, for whatever reason, Overqwil has actually got a decent speed tier. And even Cryo now 105 outspeeds base 100 mons, which is massive, dude. There's so many weird mons at base 100. Also, I outspeed that Dragon on Scarf, which is massive, right? So, Cryo, let's go home. Let's go. Next mon. Typhlo, Hisuian, man. Another new mon that I was able to get. I actually chose this mon really early. Some of my friends told me that I was kind of trolling. Choose this mon really early. But let me explain to you why I chose it, right? So the mon is, you could argue that it's troll that I chose it what is this? Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, round 8. Because there's still a bunch of demons around at this point, right? I wanted Hisuian Typhlosion, which is a 6-point mon, by the way. I wanted this mon because, you know, I freaking, you know, I wanted a spin blocker. Also, I'm revealing it on the 8th slot. This is the 4th mon that I drafted. So I chose these first 3, my Valiant, Slowking, and Thundy, and then I chose my Typhlosion, like right away, all before all these other guys. So I just really want to spin block, and I wanted to have fun in the draft league while also doing good. And my value of fun would definitely be trying a new mon from the Hisuian region, right? Because a lot of those mons got massive buffs this generation. By that, I mean their signature moves. Their signature moves got massive buffs this generation. I'm not even kidding you, dude. I think, I mean, look at Hisuian Samurott. It's got the freaking cutter move now. It's actually insane, dude. I don't think Infernal Parade got any sort of buff at all. It's still the same base power, right? It does the same thing. So it didn't really get that much of a buff, right? But it's a spin blocker. It's got a decent speed tier. That speed's base 90 mon, so it's base 95 speed. They did make it Typhlosion, but hitting harder. It's also Typhlosion, but cooler. I think it's way cooler than actual Johto Typhlosion. And it hits really hard, and for whatever reason, it's a viable Fizz attack. So I could run Mixed one week, you know what I mean? Who's old enough to remember Gen 2 metagame? Or people run like a Mixed Typhlosion, right? Throwback, even Gen 3. Love that. But yeah, base 95 speed, base 190 special attack stat. It gets Eruption as well too. And why this is important, it's one of my Terra Captains, and all 3 Terra typings are on the screen right now. Obviously, with the Terra Captains, you have to pick one of the original typings. I chose Fire, because you all know Terra, Fire, Eruption, Typhlosion, even the Johto one is actually going insane. Where is it at right now? It's an RU. Even when it was an OU for a little bit, we were running those Sun teams with it, it was hitting way too hard. Like, I understand it's an RU, but it's an RU for other reasons. Nobody is saying Typhlosion doesn't hit hard. That mod hits illegally hard. It's just he's in other reasons. He's very frail. He's not that fast, right? He's an RU for other reasons. The new one right now is an OU, but also just came out. So I don't think it's gonna stay OU. I don't think it's gonna stay OU. Me personally, I don't think it is. But yeah, this one is like a demon, dude. I think it's really good. It's a good pickup. And I thought for 6 points, it's definitely a steal for 6 points. Obviously, it's also 6 points because it's kind of slow. But our speed tiers are really interesting, and we have some good bulk here. So I'm excited to pick it. I'm excited to go wild with it. I'm really excited about that, right? The next pick, guys, the PICHUS chose is going to be Salamence. I was able to get Salamence. I was able to get Salamence this early. Nobody really chose Salamence. I was a little surprised. To be fair, there are literally better dragons, right? Hydreigon, Garchomp, 2 of the best dragons in the entirety of draft. And the brand new Baxcalibur, who is definitely, like, I think the best pseudo that's not Pult in draft. And then here we go now. Pult, also as well to the best mon in draft, and then the brand new Suicune, Walking Wake, who's also a really good dragon. So I think when it comes to Ments, also in Roaring Moon. But I'm gonna be honest right now, guys, I don't care if it's controversial. I don't like Roaring Moon. I think it's overrated. I just think it's overrated. You know what I mean? I've talked to many good players as well too, that also, you know, every time they've noticed that people pick it, they either don't do that well or they don't perform that well with them on. And I think Roaring Moon's issue is he doesn't have that instant access to burst damage, right? I mean, it's only really Outrage, right? Like, he doesn't, like, I don't know. There's no real, maybe if he got like knockoff, it'd be crazier, but like, let's not talk about that, right? So I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's a bad mon. I'm not saying it's a bad mon at all. I just think it's overrated. Like, when people talk busted mons, they have like Valiant, Pult, Chi-Yu, Iron Bundle, right? But like, Moon is, I don't know, man. Moon's just a little overrated, me personally. So I definitely would choose Ments for the 14 points any day over Moon, who's 16 points. I know it's a 2-point gap, but I was actually able to get a lot more mons and terrestrialize with them because of those 2-point gaps. So for me personally, it worked out a lot better for my team, my draft, right? Also, we got Dueling Bee back, which is awesome. I don't think he ever lost it though, so I'm definitely tripping, right? But I mean, it's Ments. I mean, he's got a base 100 speed stat, so it's a solid speed stat, right? And he's got really good offensive stats, 110 special attack stat and 135 physical attack stat, 95 HP for good natural bulk, and 80 in both defenses. So he's not frail, he's not crazy bulky, but he's not frail. He'll definitely chew a hit or two, right? And I mean, his abilities are godlike. He's some great abilities, Intimidate, Moxie. It's a floating mon, so I don't actually get hit by Earthquake because I'm a flying type. And if they want to run rocks, I run Boots. This thing does still get DD. For whatever reason, the streets are saying that they wanted to give it scale shot this generation. Let's relax. But I can do some crazy stuff with it, right? It's still get Hydro Pump, Draco, Psychic Fangs, right? All these really cool moves. that it actually gets. And it does also get Tailwind, which is massive, right? It does get Tailwind, which is absolutely huge, dude. Shout out Defense Curl, Mence. It does get Defense Curl, so that's awesome. But yeah, Mence gets all these like really weird moves. His move pool is actually crazy versatile, and his stats really back that. So that's absolutely awesome. I love that. I do. I love that. So yeah, Mence I think is a huge pickup, and I'm excited for it. And it can even be a good sleeper as well too. So I love that. Next one we chose, guys. We actually sat down and chose Lycanroc Day. There was a part of me that did come out Lycanroc Dusk. Joey chose that though. I wasn't too upset though, because I was like, wait a minute, I have Hippo. I can stand on sleep with it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. A big issue with my last draft in the PBR is I didn't really have any sweepers, right? Like I had Titan and Valiant, but that was it. Titan is really niche when it comes to being a sweeper. Because if I'm bringing it, people know what I'm going to do with it. If they're expecting it, they know what I'm going to do with it. Right? There was a matchup though I think I had with Joey in the BBR, which even if he expected it, even he was saying that the Mon could still absolutely just run through his entire team. And he was even telling me multiple mocks where he got swept by it and lost to it. Because, you know, that's just sometimes just how draft goes at the prep. But end of the days, it's just a really obnoxious Mon to you know, really sweep with. Not hating us a Titan. I love the Titan. That's our boy. Actually, top 10 Mons for me from Paldea. Right? But Lycanroc Day, man, I think it's a demon. I think it's a really slept on demon, man. 115 attack, 112 speed, which is phenomenal because it outspeeds naturally base 110 Mons, which is huge. Right, there's a lot of Mons in a generation that are just in these weird speed tiers. There's so many Mons at weird speed tiers. Yeah, I'm hating. Yeah, I am. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? I'm definitely hating. Bro, it outspeeds every single incarnate form of any genie. Mousehold, Screamtail, Iron Moth. It naturally outspeeds Iron Moth, right? So that's huge. Pre-agility. Alola choose back. It outspeeds that. It outspeeds Gengar, Hisui, and Zoroark. It outspeeds Dusk, Lycanroc, Frostlass, Grafaiai, right? Wake, Enamorous. It outspeeds all these like really weird Mons. So I love that. I do. I love that. So I'm really excited about to use this Mon. And you guys are not ready for this. Rut, check it. This is also my other Terramon. I chose Rock, Fighting, and Fairy because it does get Play Rough. Fighting because I think a Terra Fighting CC. I just want to go crazy. And they've done some calcs. There's a few niches where I can actually live some hits dependent on what they do, like a steel move, right? I've done some steel calcs where I can actually live a hit from treads with an Iron Head if I turn into a fighting type, because while the thing is very frail, the Terra typing will actually help it maybe live a hit, right? Literally, but the thing is though, I live one hit, you know? Instead of getting O-code, I live a hit. And even though I live the hit, I live in a sliver. So that's going to be huge because this Mon is an insane late game sweeper, late game cleanup Mon. I can't imagine me clicking any of its other speed tats, but maybe if someone brings Fake Out 1 week, I bring Steadfast, but Keen Eye is just pointless, man. Like, dude, they gotta buff Keen Eye, make it do something else, man. I don't know, but it gets really cool moves. It gets Excel Rock. It also gets Rocks as well too. So I have so many Mons that get Stealth Rock on my team, which is just insane, dude. And it does get Trailblaze as well too. It gets Taunt, right? Sucker Punch, SD. It gets all these really cool moves. I'm really excited about that. It also gets Charm. So it does some really cool stuff with like a fast Charm user, right? But either way, it's a very fast Mon. I'm excited to use Mon on the team. And it's on my Terra captains, so I'm excited about that. Next Mon, guys. Misdreavus. Had to get my baby girl. Man. Misdreavus. I love her so much. It's basically Fluttermane at home. And to spoilers, guys, right now, this, I will show you right now at this second, is indeed my third Terra Mon. So my Typhlo, which is 6 points, my Lycanroc, which is 8, which is 13, and my last point I used on Misdreavus, which is 14. So I can't get another Mon. All my Mons are maxed. I do still have 1 point left, but I could drop Misdreavus, get a 2-point Mon, and Terra with that to hit 15. But regardless, I like Misdreavus. I think it is a steal. Misdreavus for 1 point is insane because she was worth 1 point. And I think why it's a steal is because, I mean, this is literally Fluttermane, but at home. This is Fluttermane, but at home. Okay, the same argument that I use for Bisharp, you can apply to Misdreavus. Bro, first off, she got a buff. She got Draining Kiss. She got Draining Kiss's gem, which is massive. She gets Calm Mind as well, too. She gets Nasty Plot. She lost Mystical Fire. Unlucky. She gets Thunderbolt. Boom. She gets Terra Blast, which all my other Terra typings, I can go Terra Blast Fairy. Boom. Terra Fairy Draining Kiss. Boom. Even Terra Blast Steel, because I don't think it gets Flash Cannon. It does not. It doesn't get any steel move at all in its arsenal. And it has Levitate. It has Levitate. I was very close on choosing Terra Poison over Terra Steel. And spoilers, I might actually change that throughout mid-season. We'll see, because that absolutely shuts down a Great Tusk, right? Regardless, though, this thing is insane. It also does get Will-O-Wisp. Like, this thing is insane. And Thunder Wave. Dude, this is an insane mon. And for whatever reason, it is fast. 85 speed on this mon is not bad. It is not bad. I know Mismagius is like 105, but 85 speed with a Violet on this mon, dude, and its base, dude, its def is 85. So like slapping a Violet on that, give me a calm mind, bro. We going crazy, dude. You know what I mean? We are actually going crazy. It sadly does not get agility. It really does not get agility, and that is really unfortunate. I wish it did get agility or some way to boost its speed, man. You know what I mean? Sadly does not get that though. But it's crazy, dude. It gets like Psychic, Shadow Ball, right? Thunderbolt, Taunt, Wisp, Trick Room, Trick. Dude, it gets all these really weird moves, and I love that for her. I love that. Queenie. I'm so excited that I got this mon, and the fact that I saw for 1 point, I was like, bruh, no way, dude. No way. So I had to get it. An absolutely insane mon. And if you thought that's my last mon, you're wrong. Technically, I did draft Mischievous last, but I forgot one key component. The mascot of the team, Appletun. You cannot forget about Appletun. The mascot, boys. The actual mascot. I love Appletun, dude. My son! He's cute, dude. I love him so much, dude. You know, I mean, I almost chose him as a tier captain as well, too. Sadly, I cannot, man. But he does get Iron Defense Body Press. He's crazy. He's very bulky. He's very bulky. His only problem is his typing, dude. Like, he's just... Dude, Fairy, Dragon, and Ice, man. It is really unfortunate. And Flying. So it's really unfortunate that he's weak to almost everything, dude. He's got Thick Fat, which is actually big as well, too. So there's like some weeks I can bring him and just go for like a straight Giga Nuke Draco. You know what I mean? And he also does get, what is his signature, like Apple Acid or some stuff like that, which it 100% has a chance to lower its BDF, so it can be good for support as well too. I thought that he got Grassy Glide because last gen he did. I don't think Grassy Glide is in the game at all. Who gets Grassy Glide in this game? Is there any mon that gets Grassy Glide in Gen 9? I don't think there is, because I thought that he got Grassy Glide. He doesn't get Grassy Glide. He at one point did, but like in Gen 9 he doesn't. He just does not. It's like really weird. I don't even know. Does Zarude get it? I don't. No. And I'm almost, yeah, he got it in Gen 8. I don't think the move is in this game, Sag. But yeah, I mean, it would have been pretty cool to go over like a Grassy Glide. You know what I mean? On this mon, because its Fizz attack is 85, so it's viable. Every stat on this mon is good except for its speed. You know, it's got 110 HP, so that 80 is really good with it, right? So it's a very tanky mon. It's a grass type, so again, I could sponge Earthquakes. And you know, he just gets really cool moves too. You know, he gets Iron Head, right? Leech Seed. He gets Screens. He gets Sucker Punch. He gets Sucker Punch. I'm talking like I'm learning this for the first time. I actually had no idea he gets Sucker Punch, which is insane, dude. So yeah, I mean, he gets a cool mon. You know, he's cool. He's cool, right, guys? He's cool. Guys, give some more for Appletun. He's cool. Don't forget about him. I love him. But yeah, guys, this is my draft. Let me know what you think down below, man. I'm really excited that I got this. Definitely a massive upgrade from my last draft in the BBR, man, because I had Iron Thorns, and I'm gonna be so honest with you guys, that mon sucks. But I love him so much, dude. So let me know what you think, guys. Week 1 will drop this Sunday, and I'm excited to drop that, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.